The Bangor area will welcome 150 refugees over a year-long period that begins tomorrow.
I spoke with those involved in the effort to learn more.
Catholic Charities is a mission-driven organization and takes its work directly from Jesus' teaching, which says, welcome the stranger.
For decades, Catholic Charities Maine has been helping refugees settle here in the state. From October 1st, 2024 to September 30th, 2025, the Bangor area was approved to accept 150 refugees.
The refugee program was created by the U.S. government to protect vulnerable women and children. So we tend to see a lot of families, but there are also individual refugees, so it's a mix.
Julie Allaire says this group needs a total of 25 to 30 housing units. Catholic Charities will help them search for housing and jobs in a 100-mile radius of Bangor.
Our staff will look for appropriate housing that is conveniently located near services, employment, if there is public transportation.
When communities like Bangor stand up and accept refugees into their communities, there tends to be a mutual benefit that serves both the newcomer and the long-term residents of these cities.
Kit Tainter says World Education Services has a long history of working in Maine to help newcomers integrate into the economy. She says refugees have been shown to help strengthen local economies, particularly in hospitality and tourism.
One of the skills that I know all refugees have is resilience and sort of the desire to work hard and the desire to take advantage of the opportunity that's been afforded to them and their families.
According to Allaire and Catholic Charities, historically the refugees they assist come from all over, from Afghanistan to Syria to Ukraine, and are vetted for 24 months before arrival.
Folks are coming to Maine looking for the same things that we look in our lives for, which is safety, sanctuary, and opportunity. And the more that we can remember those shared threads of humanity, the better off we are as communities.